Okay, let's continue. If you started, please continue to do, from the top and to the bottom. Like we will just face, focus on the face, now on your right shoulder, and to your upper arm, and to your left arm, and to your right hand, first finger, second finger, third finger, and the fourth finger, your right hand, and the fifth finger. Now move to your left shoulder. And left upper arm and elbow, and then lower arm, now to your left hand, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, and the fifth finger. Now we go to our back, the neck. Our back is tight, is strong, itching, or is a sweat. To the west. Now let's move to the front. And your belly. Now your right thigh, the hip, and then thigh, right thigh, your knee, the leg, now right foot, first toe, second toe, maybe you numb, heavy, cold, third toe, first toe, and the fifth. Now move to the left, hip, and then the left knee, the left leg, now left foot, first toe, second toe, third toe, fifth, fourth toe, and the fifth. If you are just, today is your first day on this meditation lesson, don't feel frustrated because what we just have told you, the method is the same like yesterday. So if you missed today, you can go to yesterday's this place, the Facebook, to review what we have told in yesterday's video. Okay, after you all scan the sensation on your body, today I want you to push a little bit. Now focus on the strongest sensation in your body. For example, hurt, numb, you feel sore, or even congestion. Which area is the strongest sensation in your body? Head, eyes, shoulder, your neck, your stomach, or your leg, any area, just focus. Now, we'd like to help you to make an analysis of this sensation of pain. Okay, go to that area. For example, if you feel like your leg is numb or pain, go to that area. Okay, the first one, find out where exactly the pinpoint pain is. You feel your leg is pain or numb, very painful, go there. Kind of penetrate the sensation in that area. Find out where exactly is the pinpoint, the area where it is. And secondly, try to figure out what exactly the so-called sensation of a pain, numb. Only you go there to encounter your sensation or the pain or the numb, then you can sit longer. If every time you feel your leg is painful, then withdraw or disconnect it. You can never get through it. As I mentioned, that when you do the vipassana, focus on your body's sensation. If you feel very tense, then you have to do anapana, the breathing in, breathing out. Again, otherwise, now focus on the sensation, the strongest sensation in your body. That means if you say, okay, I feel my leg hurt, then go to the leg. You feel your knees hurt, then go to the knees, your knee area, right knee or left knee. If you feel like my stomach, hurt, then go to the stomach area. Penetrate. Stay that area. Find out exactly where is the pain. The pinpoint, like the needle area, small area, where is exactly the pain from, or the pain is. This is what we call the sunyata, the emptiness analysis. What is so-called the sensation of pain, numb, hurt, sore? Go there. Your mind go there. Your focus, attention there. From this lesson, this hour, less than an hour, I'm only share with you the technique, but you have to practice. Spend more time to exercise the technique we just told you. Now I'm going to very quickly doing the metta meditation, the loving kindness prayer to ourselves and to our community, whether we know them or unknown to us. May I be free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, and free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May my spouse and children free from infection of coronavirus, other disease, and be well and healthy. May my parents and my brother and sisters, siblings, free from the infection of coronavirus and be well and healthy. May my teachers and students free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. Virus and other disease, and be well and healthy. May all the people in United States, in this country, be free from of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May all the people in this world free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, and be well and healthy. May all the sentient beings free from greed, hatred, and ignorance, and be well and happy. May all the doctors and nurses, medical personnel who work in the front line be free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, and be well and healthy. May all the political leaders free from the infection of coronavirus and disease, free from greed, hatred, and ignorance, and be well and healthy. May the people who got contract with the coronavirus get the rapid recovery and be well and healthy. May all the people who die from coronavirus will rest in peace and be reborn in a better realm. And we send our loving thought and prayer to the family of the deceased from coronavirus. We pray for America and the world. Now you can spare a little time to do particular prayer for some people special for you. Okay, before you get up, rubbing your both hands, cover your eyes, forehead, and your whole scalp and ear, and your neck, your shoulder, arm, your back, your thigh, your knees, your leg. Apologize for the it's not very stable today, but that is the good challenge for us. When we feel something, you know, it could be very frustrated, but you don't lose anything, and just come back and do it. It's not a big deal in our life, so don't get frustrated. And as I mentioned that, you know, the previous part, the first part of the meditation, it shows in like a previous dates, the video, like even the yesterday. So if you don't get, you know, the first of the technique, then just go back to the yesterday's section, okay? So you did not miss anything at all. Okay, so, but you know, for me, I feel like maybe tomorrow I should start it 5 minutes ago, before 8 o'clock, and make sure that maybe the online more stable, you know, otherwise it keep a kind of a disconnected. And now it's our time for Dharma talk, and a few people did reflect to me that they like to hear more about the Dharma talk. And I myself, I do plan that in the future I like to, you know, doing the expounding on Heart Sutra, Diamond Sutra, some Buddhist, you know, some kind of a major philosophy, or you know, the teaching in Buddhism. And today we come to the full contemplation. One is on your body, and the other one is on your feeling, sensation, and the one is on your mind. And today we're going to talk about the Dharma. Okay, so D-H-A-R-M-A. If it's with a capital, that usually refer to Buddhist teaching. But if you with a lowercase, D-H-A-R-M-A, Dharma, most of the time we call dharmas, plural. What does it mean? This means everything, all kinds of phenomena, everything's in this world, or universe, is called Dharma. So now, you know, if you see one means the Buddhist teaching, so we use a capital Dharma, D-H-A-R-M-A. And if we talk about the phenomena, everything on this earth, in this universe, then it will be D-H-A-R-M-A-S, plural. And for the contemplation will be, we should contemplate that everything in this world are all interdependent. You know, the way I put it, no non-self, because in Chinese, you know, 观法无我, 无我, non-self. People tend to kind of not understand what that means about non-self. S-E-L-F, the cell indeed in philosophical kind of a connotation, concept. It means the cell means something. It's by itself. It's a unity and undivisible, and can be exist by itself and forever. Okay, so starting from a Greek philosopher to that, what will be the smallest, the tiny one element in our, and you cannot divide them or split them. They, at that time, they believe it will be the atom. But right now, of course, we know that, even the atom, you can kind of split out, what we call the electron, proton, and now, you have quark, you have old even subtle. And right now, nobody can know that there was a smallest particle and cannot be divided. Okay, so right now that is kind of from the physics. And in our, experience with this world, that if you analyze everything from our body, the cell, even with our body cell, you cannot say, well, that cannot be divided either. No, it's still, So, okay, we apply to our life experience. If you, especially in this country, we tend to think, I can do everything by myself, and I am totally independent person. Okay, when we talk about independent personality, that is kind of a relative concept. That means, your personality or the way you do it, you tend to do kind of, independent. But frankly, nobody in this world can accomplish something like without external condition or without other people's help. If we examine ourselves here, I don't make a clothes by myself. I don't make a light by myself. I don't make a cushion. I don't make a cell phone by myself. So everything surrounds always depend on the community to make it happen. Of course, right now we see that we are in this global world. Even our medical supply have to depend on the foreign country, maybe different countries, and put it together. Like, America, focus on research, but the kind of original, kind of ingredient material have to be, produced in China and go to India and together somewhere, in China, and then, sell to United States. So within this global world, now we see that we are even stronger, all connected together. And now the virus, this pandemic, it's really, show us that even tiny things can affect the whole world. In the past, we were always talk about maybe a flight, swim their wind, and then create the tornado And now we see that. I'm always very interested about, the origin of these, what we call pathogen, the origin of these virus. Who is that the index case or individual, and now spread out to the whole world. This is totally a good case that what Buddhism told us about all interdependent origination. We are all interdependent. And of course, that we tend to think, the self, it's myself. And maybe after I die, I will continue as Ifa. And my soul, S-O-U-L, soul, will never change and continue going. But that's not the way Buddhism look at it. Okay. And especially in this, Chinese, we call the Huayan philosophy, and yes, the mention that if you look at a pearl, okay, it's a 3, and if this pearl, it's the surface like a mirror, okay, and on the surface of this side, another pearl, then you will see the reflection of your pearl reflect on your pearl, the surface. So what does it mean? And then even this image on this surface will also reflect on the other pearl's surface. This is a metaphor. It called intranet world in Buddhism. And what does it mean? Indeed, that as a person, we also reflect our environment. For example, if you can see the influence of my family education, my school education, and my society education, my temple's education, the people, in my life, on this path of my life, have influenced my value, my idea. And so I did to the other people as well. So, who I am, cannot say, well, I am in total dependent person, and I don't need. That's not true. Each individual always affected by his or her environment, and we also affect other people as well. And right now, we have to be, even more cautious. That we tend to think only mass, a mass destructive weapon can kill a lot of people. But right now, even a tiny can kill so many people too. So this is a kind of Buddhism so-called non-dualism. When you say big, it's not really that big. When you say small, it's not really that small either. Okay. So we tend to think about a human being, a superpower. We are more stronger. But not right now. We are, kind of almost destroyed by this tiny bacteria and virus. So I always say, big is neither too big and small is neither too small. non-dualism. Okay. So what we're going to learn from today when we talk, all the dharmas has no self, or all the dharmas are non-self. That means in our life, we cannot only thinking about if I'm strong, if I'm alive, and other people cannot make it, I can survive. That is not true. Okay, we need to help. And then in traditional thinking, always, okay, I live, you die. You know, that is no good either. We should help each other. You know, sometimes I feel like if we work as a team, I don't have to be, you know, I don't have to work too hard or exhausted myself, because many of the job are, you know, shared by other people. Okay. And so again, I want to mention right now about the food, about the resources. You know, don't just keep it for yourself. So right now at this period, if anybody, you know, hoarding a lot of medical supplies or food, or the medical supplies will be considered illegal now. So don't be selfish. Just think about that if we all working together and we can, you know, get through it. You know, we can get through this difficult time as long as we also, you know, consider other people. Okay. Okay, time is up, and I will see you tomorrow, the same time, 8 o'clock. And tomorrow I will start earlier and to meditate first before I explain all the technique of meditation. Thank you so much. Good night. Have a good sleep. Or if you are in Asia, have a good day.